do this. I'm going to make sure that I invite more of you to share your time with me during the day. When you have some and invite your friends, please share this on your page. Hard for me to communicate with you while you're on the Facebook Live, but if you were in my webinar right now, we could be talking. So back to the notes, JB Bryan. So here we go. This is your weekly AfroEconomics update, and I started off with saying that last week when I wrote it all up last week that the equities advanced, but look at it. I put this up behind me. This is, I'm refreshing the screen regularly. And as I mentioned a moment ago, those of you who are, constantly logging in, that I'm going to refresh the screen because the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down over 500 earlier. Now it's down, look only, but it was down over 400. Now it's not at 400. So we're getting a reduction in the negative number, so not down as much indeed. So let's go. So in summary, I want to make sure that I share some information on this new FICO score, the Ultra FICO, I think they're going to call it, expected to come out in 2019. How is it going to work for us? We'll have to see. I will stay on top of it. We're going to talk a little about home sales, retail sales, interest rate, the course of interest rates, Social Security, the largest COLA in 6 years, cost of living adjustment, that's your COLA, and major indices had advanced, but look at them today. So let's talk about that little Ultra FICO. Credit scores for decades have been based on what? Mostly on how you pay your monthly payments. And that's about to change for some people who take advantage of this. So Fair Isaac Corporation created that much used FICO score, plans to roll out a new scoring system in 2019 that factors in how you manage your cash in your checking, your savings, and money market accounts. I saw a discussion about it, and they were saying that they're probably going to charge a fee if you want to be included. Then you'll have to also share your information and everything. Look, so it was another opportunity for them to make some money as well. But as AfroEconomics, my members, I've told them that our goal for next year is to make sure that everybody has an 800 plus score. So the more debt-free that you become over the current system, I noticed that when you don't have a lot of debt, in which I don't encourage, so I'm encouraging you to reduce your debts, get rid of those loans. Well, with the old system, that doesn't help your score. The old system loves when you use credit. So Fair Isaac, thank God, figured out a way to say there are some people who buy their cars cash. There are some people who pay for things with their cash. So this new system will help you get credit for managing your checking, your savings, your money market accounts, and what purchases you're doing in cash. So it is among the biggest shifts for credit reporting and the FICO scoring system. This is a bedrock of most consumer lending decisions in the U.S. since the 1990s. That's what the report says. So home sales, let's look at that. Now this is for as of last week. As of last week, homes moved at the slowest pace in through 3 years. Existing home sales slumped 3.4 in September, and those numbers were released last week, as the annualized sales rate decelerated, went down to a degree unseen since 2015. The National Association of Realtors said that the usual factors contributed to this: climbing mortgage rates, tight inventory, and increasing prices. The median sale price for a home in the U.S. is at $258,000. That's up 4.2% in the last 12 months. Retail sales rise 0.1. The Census Bureau said the overall gain for September matched that of August. So And then auto sales were factored in. Retail sales were actually flat. Core sales, of everything factored in. It says core sales retreated. So then you can get the minutes from the Federal Reserve meetings. Isn't that something? And the Federal Reserve released minutes for its September policy meeting on last Thursday, and they relayed that the consensus opinion is that gradual approach to tightening the monetary policy will be warranted if inflation, labor, and the GDP, gross domestic product, readings keep indicating a thriving economy. So if the economy keeps doing well, the interest rates will continue to move higher. And it was a positive week as of last week's close. It said there was a positive week for equities. But look, it looks like the market is giving all of that back. So we'll see. I'm going to refresh my screen and see if there's been any changes on that. And that, well, it's down a little bit less. So it seems like, it's down. The Dow is at a negative 1.45%. So it's down. It is lower today, but it was down even more than 2%, during this market trade day. So where it is improving. Let's hope that it continues to do that so that the headlines will change. Then I also want to make sure that I share some information about the Social Security Administration. I was interviewed on Virginia this morning, CBS 6 WTVR yesterday, and that about a week ago, the Social Security Administration, and this is what we were talking about. So check out the AfroEconomics Facebook page on the entire interview. Social Security Administration announced that all beneficiaries will be receiving 2.8% cost of living adjustment beginning in 2019. This raise represents the biggest increase in benefit payouts on a percentage basis since 2012. That's a healthy jump from the 2% that was received for 2018. And next year it'll be a 2.8. Now here's something. This is some good news. The new hold harmless protection is a provision designed to protect people who are duly enrolled in Social Security and Medicare, and who have their Medicare Part B premium, the insurance for outpatient services, the Medicare Part B. If you're getting Social Security and you're 65 and older, you know what Medicare Part B is. The insurance for outpatient services automatically deducted. If you're having it automatically deducted from your Social Security payout each month, if your Part B premiums were to rise at a rate quicker than the pace of that Social Security's COLA, the cost of living adjustment, on a percentage basis, which has happened, it has happened, and results in a net reduction to you as a beneficiary, what you would receive the following year. In order to prevent that from happening, lawmakers have introduced the hold harmless provision. But you have to be doing both of you have to be in Social Security and taking out the Medicare Part B from your check. And then now it is to stop you from having a negative, like even though if it goes up 2.8 cost of living adjustment on your check, but the cost of the Medicare goes 3.8, this holds harmless, which was introduced by lawmakers. It essentially ensures that Part B premiums can never rise at a faster rate than cost of living adjustment on a percentage basis. So definitely look into and talk with your financial advisor, or make sure that you contact me, 1-844-JB Bryan, if you want more information on the hold harmless protection. And AfroEconomics members, definitely make sure that we discuss that. If you have any questions, but this is a good thing. If you have anybody that you know that would like to get on the mailing list, get the AfroEconomic updates, this in printed form is going to be sent out to all of the members and everyone who has requested the information on this AfroEconomic update in printed form that has all of the notes and where all of this information comes from, like the WSJ.com and bigcharts.com, and the Treasury Department has all of the index, marketwatch.com, investing.com, whole bunch of sources, bigcharts.marketwatch.com. I got to get this information from places, right? Because I can't just make it up. So stay empowered. Check out AfroEconomics.com. Investigate the advantages of membership, right? Make sure you don't hesitate to call me at 1-844-JB Bryan and take advantage of the webinar I'm doing tomorrow night. It's absolutely free. It's called 10 Key Questions I Want You to Answer Before This Year Ends. Many blessings to you. Thank you for taking the time out in your day to share with me your time and enjoy. Hopefully you've enjoyed this information. What's green behind me? Oh, yes, indeed. See? Now, these are all different indexes. This is our U.S. markets, and we'll still see that your Dow Jones is down, your S&P is down, your NASDAQ is down, your major indices. Have a good one. Don't hesitate to call and email me at jb@afroeconomics.com.